Hi, Tony Marino, coming at you from Stage Right School for the Performing Arts and Professional Theater Company in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. And I'm here to tell you about our upcoming production of West Side Story. It closes out our professional season. It's at the Palace Theater, April 15th through the 17th, and it is going to be a fantastic show. Now, obviously, sitting here, what else can I say? It's going to be a crappy show? No. Of course, I would never say that, but I say this about this show because one of the challenges of doing what we do in any professional theater is putting together casts. It's something that I dread doing and love doing all at the same time. It is a lot of work to find the right combination of players to tell your story. And whether it's a show that you wrote or a show that is a Broadway classic like West Side Story, you want to serve the material and you want to make sure you have the actors assembled who can tell that story correctly. And then things like this happen where you luck into, because people's schedules work out, what is an all-star cast of human beings we've put together to create West Side Story. It was fascinating in our first rehearsal, walking around the lobby as they were all getting ready to go in, seeing people that went to Stage Right 15 years ago, seeing people that just started at Stage Right, seeing actors that I've known for a long time, actors I've just met. There'll be a list you can find, I'm sure, on our website and Facebook and so on and so forth. Let me give you some of the highlights. We have, first of all, as Tony and Maria, we have Rachel and Vinny Tresco. Lovely people. Rachel was a student here. Vinny we met 10, 15 years ago. They're huge supporters of the arts, and they're incredibly talented young people who love these roles and love this story and are just going to sound fantastic. We paired those folks with Zach Manella as Riff, coming back from New York City. He went up there to Manhattan Marymount. He's from an entirely different generation of Stage Right people. He's coming back to play Riff. He'll be right next to Alex Noble, one of the first graduating class of Stage Right. They'll be on stage opposite of Justin Lonesome, one of the most talented guys in Pittsburgh. Just fresh off of Sister Act out at PMT. He's then going off to Pict after this. He'll be working all over the place. A fantastic young actor we've been dying to get out here. He's going to be Bernardo. Opposite of this other person, which I think you've heard me talk about before, Renata Marino, the most talented person on the planet. She's going to be Anita. And we've paired those folks with a fantastic supporting cast. Brendan Conaway's back to help us out. We have Jason Schwager back to help us out. And other people you've seen all season long. Greg Creston is here, and Phil Gavin is here. Clay Stanko is here. The amazing Courtney Harkins is here. Coupled with some incredibly fine student performers as well that we're very proud of, some of the cream of the crop. We have, as you can tell, I'm very excited about putting together this cast. John Noble will be there as Doc. Ben Wren, new to the company, a guy you've seen all around the local theater. He's here as Glad Hand. I'll don the fedora and be Shrank. And Hank Fodor, you can't forget Hank Fodor, he's back as Officer Krupke. So, I mean, you can't lose with this group of people. And we are so excited to put them together and bring to life what is arguably one of the 5 or 6 greatest musical theater productions of all time. This show is something that, of course, it's it's a musicalization of Romeo and Juliet, but it's a Bernstein at the heights of his power. And it is a story that is told in a way that just tugs at the heartstrings and gets across not only the idea of Romeo and Juliet, but also of the modern day young romances that we've all gone through or we've seen. Hopefully yours not ending as tragically as this one, but nevertheless, it is a show that, as you can tell, I'm very passionate about. It's one of the first ones that I did in high school a million years ago at Greensburg Central Catholic, and I think it was one of the first times as an actor I looked around and thought, these stories told in this way are astounding. I want to do this. I want to do this forever. West Side Story had that effect on me, and I'm sure it had an effect like that on many of you as well. It's going on at the Palace Theater, April 15th through the 17th, and it is, if you've seen West Side Story, going to be one of those shows that I know you'll find hard to forget, as the music and the themes and the story will stay with you for a long time. P.S. Kelly Tunney, the great Kelly Tunney, who takes our photos, is going to be working with Mark Kisner to create what I think is a visually stunning background and set elements to this show that will take us back to feeling as if we're in the movie, but it's alive right in front of our faces. Very excited about that. Eric Barchisi is leading the fantastic band. Lena Gabriella here is coming back to play piano. It is, I'm telling you, it's going to be a collection of all-stars you will not want to miss. West Side Story, presented by Stage Right's Professional Theater Company, April 15th through the 17th. You owe it to yourself to come see it. Please come join us.